Good morning. I'm Jack Horgan, and I lead corporate development and strategy for MaxCyte. And here's our standard disclaimer. So MaxCyte is a company that focuses on electroporation. And for many years since our founding, that was exclusively what we did. Later on in the material, I'll get into a recent acquisition we made where we're adding to that platform. But MaxCyte really, since its founding, has done one thing and tried to do it very well, and that's assist in non-viral delivery. So we have several platforms, the ATX, the STX, the GTX, and the VLX, all of which are EP platforms. So our small-scale ATX, really research use only, assists with assay development. It can assist with delivery of genetic material when you're going through early stage process development. It is a static electroporation system. Our STX and GTX are the same scale. One is for research use only. The STX primarily assists our protein production and assay development customers. Our GTX is the workhorse device that we use for cell therapy clinical manufacturing. And we'll get into what comes along with acquiring a GTX, but the GTX is the platform most customers know us for. It's the one that our SPL partners use in clinical cell therapy manufacturing. The VLX is a large-scale electroporation platform. It's primarily used in niche applications when customers have large-scale protein production processes that they're launching. It's for platforms and mainly antibodies that are difficult to produce stably, so you can use it for large-scale transient protein production. MaxCyte for many years has talked about being a company that can support concept to clinic, and this graphic really discusses how we do that. In discovery, we have the ATX and the STX, mainly the ATX, which is your smaller scale electroporation platform. As you go through process development and scale up, most customers in cell therapy transition to the GTX. Many in protein production go to the STX. And the VLX is really for that large scale, very, very large scale IND enabling to commercial, really on the protein production and occasionally on the viral production side. So after going through our platforms, MaxCyte as a company has 29 SPL partners, and we're going to get into the next several slides what we do for our SPL partners, but those are primarily our clinical manufacturing relationships. We call them SPL partners because it's a strategic platform license that our customers use to acquire our platform. And I'll get into what comes along with that license, but one of the unique things about MaxCyte is that when you acquire our platforms for clinical manufacturing, you do so under a license relationship, and that relationship comes with a significant amount of support, which I'll get into. But amongst electroporation providers, we really think that's what sets us apart, is that when you acquire our platform for clinical process development, you get a significant structural support team that comes along with you through the entire journey to clinical and helping you set up your process. As you can see, our platform's really flexible as well. We can deliver a number of different platforms. We've done base editing, CRISPR, all of the different flavors of CRISPR, Cas9, Cas12. We have customers using all of the above. RNA delivery, talents, as I mentioned. We have had, amongst our customer base over all of the years we've been doing this, any cell type, any type of modality, we've had a lot of success doing non-viral delivery with our platforms. And in further materials that you could find on our website, we have a significant amount of data for all of the various cell types that people are exploring. So getting into what our platform licenses entail. So we have 29 SPL partners. We're very proud of the partner list we have. We think it's amongst the best developers out there. And we're going to get into in the next several slides what the format of our license structure is. but namely, you get a CGMP compliant platform in the GTX that you can use for clinical cell therapy manufacturing, which comes along with our FDA master file and a significant support team. So with our platform license, when you use a GTX for clinical cell therapy manufacturing, you get the instrumentation, but also our technical support team, our regulatory support team, quality team, and a dedicated global partner support team that really helps you with all of the bumps that come along the road with process development. And one of the reasons we've had a platform license as the main way we've engaged with customers in clinical manufacturing is that we believe the process development for ex vivo non-viral therapies is the most difficult area for our customers to have success. Every process is a snowflake, and creating that snowflake has significant challenges as you go to scale and integrate a process. We know scale-up is especially difficult, which is why our support team, both on the technical side and our field application scientists, sit with you as you go to build and scale up that process, helping with all of the bumps that come along the road. So that's why we engage in a license. Mainly it's to allow us to give that support, to give you access to all of the data that we have behind our platform, to give you access to the team. And for many of the customers that are going through process development, it is a time where there's a significant capital need. You're investing significantly in your team, in your therapy. You're trying to get through development, and having that additional support via our license structure really just helps get you through PD and into the clinic. That's the purpose that we have. That's the reason that we have this structure. So as I mentioned, won't go through all of the details of this slide, but why a license? It's really so that we can give you all the support behind our platform, to have that team come along with you as you go through process development. That's led to some very successful programs. I won't go through each of these individually, but we have a significant number of auto programs that customers are advancing in the clinic today using our GTX platform. And same with allo programs, significant amount of success here as well. I just like to throw these up here, even though we don't talk to them individually, because each one of these was a unique process that we helped a customer through, and our license arrangement allows for all of that support, the FDA master file, all of the data about safety that we give to our customers as they go through their process. So I think this is just adding more on top of the reasons why we have our license structure, which I won't go through individually. And now that we've talked about our electroporation platforms, I think it's worth talking about the fact that we've been relatively overt that we're adding to our portfolio as well, outside of just electroporation. And the reasons that we're doing that is that we see a significant amount of challenges still left in the industry and in our customers. There's a real lack of standardization in all of the processes that are being launched. The FDA has significant questions about the safety and efficacy of these therapies as the processes change, and each one is different. There's regulatory risks associated with that, and the cost to manufacture these therapies is significant. We really want to support our customers because we feel like these therapies are critical for the patients that will receive them, many of which have no other alternative for treatment. So we're trying to find ways to solve these problems, not just highlight them. And we're adding to our portfolio in ways that help solve these problems. The first company that we've added to our portfolio is SecureDX, and we wanted to take the opportunity while we're here to discuss what SecureDX brings to the table. SecureDX is a contract research organization that has assays for off-target gene editing analysis. Many of you, and we have a little more detail on this assay, are very aware of GuideSeq, which for nomination assays for off-targeting gene editing analysis is previously the gold standard. GuideSeq received some questions from the FDA about the patient populations and how relevant it is to individual patient populations. And for that reason, we built upon GuideSeq and added a variant-aware analysis platform called OneSeq. And we think OneSeq could greatly assist many customers that are looking to answer FDA questions about potential off-target gene editing. There's other earlier stage discovery assays that Secure offers as well. We can assist with guide design at Secure and do that in a way that creates the data set needed for further IND filings, and you can do that from the start of development. So I think one of the main things we want to highlight about SecureDX is that these assays were very intentionally designed to address the concerns that the FDA has had about the support given for off-target risk assessments. And Secure has frequent dialogue with the FDA about what they're looking for and regularly launches new assays to address the data needs that the FDA is asking for. So when you engage with SecureDX, one of the first things the team will do is help tailor a program and a research project to support your IND filing. If you get in earlier in the discovery phase, they'll be generating data at the beginning of process development that they know will support your IND filing. SecureDX is here. They're available for meetings, and they're happy to engage with any potential customer that's interested in these assays. As I mentioned, GuideSeq was the original assay that Secure was founded on. Many of you, I think, are aware of GuideSeq and what GuideSeq has done in support of IND filings. It's the primary nomination assay that's in use today. And OneSeq includes a variant-aware analysis that assists in understanding various patient populations and the impact that may have on off-target assessments. So OneSeq, we now believe, has the potential to be the gold standard that the FDA is interested in seeing data for. And so as I mentioned, there's a screening platform as well that you could use at very early stages of development that can help with guide design and risk assessments at the earliest stages of process development. So thank you. Thank you for learning about MaxCyte and about Secure, and looking forward to engaging with everyone at the show.